come to the book of Acts, in the last training on the New Testament. By this, we all can apprehend this book in a much better way, because especially we got through the life study on the two Gospels, Mark and Luke. And we have to realize that Luke, the Gospel, and Acts, these two books are written by the same writer. By reading the first two verses, we all can realize, no doubt, Acts as a book is the continuation of Luke's Gospel. He says here, he wrote the first book, right? Now he is writing the second as a continuation of the first book. If even you would have forgot everything, but the Spirit in you tonight still remember something, right? And in that gospel, surely we have seen what? We have seen faith, a man Savior, right? We have seen our Redeemer as the Savior, right? Is a God-man. We have seen this. We have seen him from his very birth, even from his very conception. But Luke gives us a clear record, not even only from his birth, but from his conception. How he was conceived. You still remember that. Then his birth, then his youth, right? Then his life, then his ministry, and then his death, and then his resurrection, and then what? His ascension. Luke's span is so broad, right? Covering all the points concerning this wonderful person, the God-man, from his conception to his ascension. And his conception meant that he came down, not only from the heavens, but also from God the Father. And his ascension means that he went back, not only to the heavens, but also to God the Father. His conception means he's coming down to the earth. And his ascension means he is going up to the heavens. By this coming and going, he became something, right? He became a wonderful being in the entire universe. And all the angels were watching over him, right? He became such a being, such a person who was both divine and human, right? A person who was both God, the Creator, and the man, the creature. As such a wonderful person, he lived on this earth, right? He lived on this earth, really as a man, with all the human virtues, expressing the divine attributes. He lived such a life, and he ministered in this way. Whatever he lived, he ministered. And he ministered what he lived into death. He went through that, and he had made a good tour in death, and he came out of that death, and he rose up on his side. And he was raised up by God on God's side, right? He entered into resurrection, And in resurrection, he ascended to the heavens, from where he was conceived. Now, such a one is there in the heavens. But this is not the end. Ascension is not the end of Christ's activity. Right? This is not the end. Rather, this has become another initiation. His conception was the first initiation, and his ascension became the second initiation. His conception was an initiation of his life and ministry on this earth. But his ascension became another initiation. You see, for his living and ministry in the heavens. His conception initiated his life and ministry on the earth. Now his ascension has initiated his living and ministry in the heavens. So his ascension was not a termination, rather it became an initiation. Here is the need of a second book to tell us what can living and what can ministry this ascended Christ has initiated. His ascension has initiated him into what kind of living and ministry. Luke had the burden to write this second book, to unveil to us. Unveil to us what? Unveil to us the living and the ministry of the ascended Christ, and how he lives and how he ministers in his ascension. He did live and did minister on earth. These living and ministry are just being carried out by himself in the heavens, not as the conceived and born Jesus, but as the ascended, right, Christ. As the resurrected and ascended Christ, now he is living in heavens and ministering there also. I tell you, this is the contents of the book of Acts. My burden is just to show you two things.